isn't that kind of the dance of life? Not only is this kind of the dance of prayer, where it's like where you end and God begins, but it's also the dance of life of understanding, like, at what point in time are there things out there that you have yet to experience that you know are available, but that you don't know how to access them. And those things that you do know, and how you often just like take control, and you try to do what you know and the experiences that you've had, and you let those kind of at the forefront. I guess at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that yet another opportunity from this movie and from Shai's experience to kind of help us maybe think about something that's important, to think about how you are more than just flesh and bone, but that you are also a soul. This is the problem with identity politics, is that it equates you to nothing more than your exterior, to the color of your skin and to your gender and to all of those things. This is the problem with so much of the leftist ideology of our day, is that it has a fundamental flaw in its understanding of what human nature is. It's way more robust, way more vast than we can possibly give it credit for. And this is why I love these kind of experiences and these kind of stories with Shia that take place, but also these kind of films, when we dig into them, how they can help us think beyond the natural and perhaps enter into the supernatural, and not just in the purely rational, but also in the emotional. Jordan Peterson calls it when the literal and the narrative intersect. It's this idea that there is more to you than just your body, but your body does matter, and your body is important, but there's also a soulish element to you that needs to be understood. All right, one more clip, and then we'll kind of put a fancy bow on all of this.
Freedom doesn't feel good with no structure. You know, if somebody stripped me naked and threw me in the ocean, it wouldn't feel good. I'd be free, but I wouldn't enjoy it. This has given me structure to be able to enjoy my freedom, to be able to, it's given me purpose, the structure of it. I need the structure of it.
Bob Dylan, freedom just around the corner from you, but with truth so far off, what good would it do?
Well, let's go down the Bob Dylan route for a second.
Because I mean, he speaks a lot of these truths, you know, because Dylan comes out of that tradition. But that's exactly it. So we can so valorize freedom as like spontaneity. I do whatever I want. But with truth so far off, what good would it do? I mean, freedom's always correlated to
Can
truth.
you say the lyric one more time?
Freedom just around the corner from you, but with truth so far off, what good would it do? That's from Joker Man. Remember that from like the early 80s?
No, you're a deep cuts Dylan guy. I'm like a big hits Dylan guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm both. You know, I started loving Bob Dylan when I was about 13.
Now, I love that last part. Freedom doesn't feel good without structure. Now, I don't know if Shia LaBeouf knows it, but he just happened upon one of the tenets of our founding fathers, that actual freedom is not the ability to do whatever you want, but freedom is the ability to take upon yourself certain responsibilities. It would be totally illogical. It would be ununderstandable. Anyway, it would not be understandable to our founding fathers that you would talk about freedoms in such a way as to have your rights, because our founding fathers looked at freedom through the lens of responsibility. And so when we say we have the freedom to, and we live in a free country, so you need to say my pronouns, or we have the freedom to identify as any gender that we wish to, regardless of our biological sex. Those kind of ideas of freedom are so contemporary, but they're antithetical to anything that we've ever known in history past to real freedom, because real freedom in the past is responsibility. Again, freedom with structure. So this brings us to this idea of the importance of church, the importance of spirituality, and the importance of religion. If religion really is the worship of God as wholly other, which is truly what religion is, then religion isn't a bad thing. Religion is a good thing. Now, in the hands of bad people, it can do bad things, but ultimately religion is good. For us to be able to understand this, we're going to have to be able to look past our butt hurt and the youth pastor that maybe criticized us unjustly, or the time that we didn't get welcomed too much in church, or the time where the church didn't do exactly the kind of songs that we wanted. We're going to have to get over our present understanding of Christianity if we're ever going to truly appreciate what the church actually is. So you just got done watching a small excerpt of a much larger episode. You can find the link to that full episode down below in the description of this video. So you definitely need to check that out, because if you like that clip, you'll like the much larger episode. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that little bell to be notified when great new episodes of Indie Thinker come your way. Thanks for watching.